I think that there's quite a bit of evidence actually with the Scottish scheme to suggest that in fact it was the upping of sentences and indeed there was more stop and search. There was like 4% more stop and search in Scotland, which actually precipitated this sudden drop. Isn't that right? And in fact, in the past 2 years, they've in fact relaxed stop and search in Scotland, and lo and behold, it started to go up again. The conclusion I draw from that is that stop and search is incredibly important, but basically people should feel that they are going to be punished for carrying a knife, and it's as simple as that. Do you not think?
I think there is an agreement. Can I just come?
No, but the point is that it's all very well taking the sadistic thing, but if you don't basically have strong punishment behind it.
I think we've been very clear. We were clear in the knife crime strategy. I've been clear. The Mayor's been clear, and Craig and the Commissioner are very clear that stop and search is an absolutely effective tool in tackling knife crime and getting to those young people, well not just young people, but to those people that are carrying knives and taking knives off the street. We're really clear about that. And when we talk about stop and search, what we talk about is that where knife crime is increasing, you should expect stop and search to increase. It of course has to be intelligence led, and of course it must be done professionally and effectively, because we do have to be very careful, and we need to understand that it can cause some tensions. However, it is an effective tool, and part of that is to go back to what Joanne was asking about, is there to be effective monitoring. Body-worn video, as Craig has said, I think is a game changer. It's an absolute game changer, and I think it's really innovative of the Met and very open of the Met to allow the community monitoring groups who are there to keep an eye on stop and search at the local area. They have access to that body-worn video material. I think it is, as you said, the first time, and it's incredibly important that continues.
I think exactly. I'm very encouraged about the body video. I mean, I would say, surely you say, there can be increased tensions or whatever, but would you not agree that this is a crisis point? In fact, I'm amazed that people in London are not more concerned about it than they appear to be, actually. I mean, that frankly, this is a murder crisis, that it's almost worth, is it not, just risking some tensions if it means some people stay alive.
I'm very clear that the murders that we're seeing at the moment, it feels like a crisis. It is incredibly worrying and concerning, and I don't think you can easily say that most people aren't concerned about it in London. Young people, families and parents that I speak to are concerned about it. We see it come through in the surveys that we do through public attitude surveys. I certainly, when I go out into communities talking to people, they are very, very concerned about it, because it doesn't just affect, well, we all know, it doesn't affect just the family of the young person who's murdered. It affects the schools and it affects the communities. It affects everybody's feeling of safety. It is incredibly worrying, and it's incredibly saddening as well.